If you're currently witnessing your eyeballs across this video right now, it means I am currently alive. And while that sounds jarring first hearing it, it's because I was going into wisdom tooth surgery, actually the morning after recording this video. So I wanted to pre-record something and have it edited because I doubt I'll be able to record and edit something myself when I have 4 men's arms down my throat ripping out my teeth. So here's this. It's a bit of a weird video, actually. I don't usually talk about modern celebrities. I usually talk about more online, closely knit internet culture, but this is sort of relevant because this actually relates to something that Ludwig had talked about a few years ago after his subathon. So I wanted to kind of dig into it here because it's related to Doja Cat. So let's talk about it. Let's do a little bit of chat. So we all know Doja Cat. She's kind of immersed into meme culture as much as she is immersed into her music culture. So she is a bit of a large name online, similar to like Lil Nas X, where he's just kind of like a meme alongside being a singing celebrity. But she's had a bit of weird controversy lately, and it's kind of piqued my interest more than I expected it to. See, first of all, she's dating a dude who is allegedly a predator and has assaulted women, which is, not a good look. I would say personally, that's just not a good thing to do. But alongside that, she's been saying a few things lately that have kind of just been trashing on her fans in a really weird way. Now, parasocial relationships are bad. Parasocial relationships are not peak. Ludwig had covered this a little while ago after his subathon. He said, I'd never be able to meet any of you guys. And he was crying. He was all emotional because he had such a great time doing his event, but he also knows that he appreciates his fans, but he'll never be able to give them the appreciation that he truly wishes he could. And Doja Cat went across this, but in a bit more of an aggressive way, and it felt kind of pointless to address. She was talking about her my life, my rules, my style, my attitude, said, do you want to hear I love you guys, blah, blah, blah. And she said, I don't though, because I don't even know y'all. Which, yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't know her fans. She doesn't love her fans because that's not exactly how that works. You can't get that close to your fans when you're someone that big. But, then people were like, we support you, which this is also kind of pretentious, being like, we support you, you should support us. That's a bit weird. There is, of course, a level of this that is kind of on the fans' fault as well. But she's also like, no one forces you. I don't know why you're talking to me like you're my mother, bitch. You sound like a crazy person. Get into a little bit of beef with her fans online. There are two sides to this argument, because there is a valid point with her. Yes, these relationships online should not be harbored because it's unhealthy with your fans, but at the same time, she kind of has gone down this rabbit hole, and this continues, where she started to just hate her fans. Her fans started to create a cute name for themselves called the Kittens because she's Doja Cat, which, whatever, even if she didn't like the name, just ignore it. It's just a bunch of goofy fan stuff. I mean, I've had people draw me like a furry before. I'm not a furry. I point at it and laugh because it's stupid. So when she tweeted out saying, my fans don't name themselves shit, if you call yourself a kitten or kittens, it means you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents at the house. It's a bit weird. You didn't need to address that. Ludwig addressed it in a very good way, talking about how it's like, hey, I won't be able to get close with you guys. Do not treat me like a friend. I'm not your friend. But also, I appreciate the things that my fans do for me. Because, yeah, in the modern day with this social media existence that we all have, we exist due to our social media. We exist due to the fans that see our content. I wouldn't exist if you guys weren't watching me, because I don't think my family would allow me to keep making videos if I wasn't actually doing it for anybody or for a reason. I do this so you guys can look at me. I like being looked at while I talk about things. I actually had when I was younger, I used to ask my mom to watch me play Xbox, not because I wanted her to see me do something cool, but because I just liked having eyes watch me do something. So that's probably why I became a streamer. But yeah, these people exist due to their fans. And then she's doing shit like telling her fans who have fan accounts to delete their account, to get it off. They're working. It's working. They're deleting them in mass. But it's so weird. I don't know. Some of these fan accounts have 50,000 followers, and they're just wiping them off the face of the earth because Doja is just hating on them. And I don't know if this is something due to her maybe the boyfriend. When you hang out around edgier people, you tend to get edgier. I can tell she had a bit of an edgy upbringing. She actually tweeted a few years ago talking about how she uses the F slur often, which is also a weird thing to admit. I guess that's kind of the epitome of this whole video, though, is it's not worth having weird hills to die on. If you do something bad, you can either A, not talk about it, or B, apologize. There's two different things you can do there that are good. Or I guess option C, which she does, which is gloat about it, which doesn't help anyone's case at all, really. Now, I don't want to get it twisted in any way. I agree that Doja Cat is making the right call trying to eliminate these parasocial relationships. I just feel like the way she's going about it is wrong. I see a lot of people in the comments of these posts like disagreeing and arguing, like, man, why is she being so mean to her fans? We built her up here. And other people are like, nah, she's doing the right thing. Where I feel like both of those takes are kind of wrong in their own right and need to be combined into, she needs to appreciate her fans, but at the same time, she should be eliminating parasocial relationships because they are unhealthy with a growing artist. I guess not growing artist. She is kind of at her peak. It is still weird. And I saw this one tweet. I still don't know how to feel about it, where someone's like, Doja does love us, but she's playing the role of Scarlet. So apparently she's like role-playing evil Doja Cat. I don't know what that's about, and I don't know if that's valid either, but it's really, I really hope that's not legitimate. I really hope she didn't just go into an interview and say, I'm going to be an asshole for a few months. I definitely think it's mainly just the extent of, A, her maybe recognizing where her career has gone and wanting to change it, or B, her hanging out with this edgier new significant other and maybe, like, pushing her to make these types of decisions. Because, I mean, and people are all like, oh, why is she dating this guy? Why are you surprised? She's been this edgy. I don't know. I'm going down these, like, celebrity rants as if any of you know about anything about celebrities. I don't usually talk about celebrities on this channel. I mainly just talk about, like, either gaming, Twitch, or, like, current events in the, like, Twitter space. So I guess this is a bit of a different vibe today, but I do think it has its own relevancy due to the whole parasocial relationship conversation. But I appreciate you guys sitting here on a little video. It's a short one because I just needed to get something else recorded today because I have a stream later and I want some time to go outside and touch some grass. So I'm happy I survived surgery. If this video is actually currently public on my channel, then you know I have. And I'll be back making videos with a completely puffed up and uncomfortable face tomorrow with whatever comes next. But thank you guys for being here for this. Don't forget to subscribe, maybe, and create a parasocial relationship with me. And I thank you guys for being here. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night, question mark. And let me know what you guys think about this. Sorry, I wanted to say that earlier, but get out of here. Go, subscribe.